now entering Walt Disney World right now, and I'm going over to Disney's Hollywood Studios for a day of fun. I have not been to Disney's Hollywood Studios in quite some time. It's been like over a year, so I am very excited to be back here. This is actually going to be what I believe is Star Wars land, so obviously the infrastructure is up. And yeah, we're here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. There's multiple ways to enter, so this is just one. I believe this is the main toll plaza. With all of the construction here at Disney's Hollywood Studios, there is quite a lot closed, but we'll definitely do everything that's open. I've now arrived to Disney's Hollywood Studios, guys. There's a lot to do today, a lot to cover. I haven't been here, but I did want to start off the vlog with some construction for the Skyway coming soon to the Disney parks, actually to Hollywood Studios and Epcot, because it's going to take you over here from Hollywood Studios over to Epcot. The main entrance for Hollywood Studios is right over here, and I'm going to come around here, closer to the bus pickup and drop-off area. And you guys can see that obviously we do have some cleared land right there, followed with some construction walls or work walls around. And they've been making some progress. This is definitely going to be one of the boarding and drop-off areas for the Skyway. Here's a better view of the work walls. I will go ahead and show you over here what it looks like. They do have some Dream Builder quotes on there, and that is pretty much everything that we can show you for right now.
Every year. Why, just the other night, my wife woke me up and she said, honey, I hear something downstairs. I walked downstairs, you know what I saw? What? Nothing! And then I remembered I don't have a wife. I went back upstairs, they had stole my bed. Wow.
Speaking of new experiences coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios, there's a lot to come with two new lands, them being Star Wars Galaxy Edge and Toy Story Land. Currently both under construction here at the park. We'll cover as much as we possibly can. And I also wanted to mention that we also have our brand new area, Grand Avenue, featuring a new pub baseline tap, so we're definitely going to try that as well. I know they do have a lot of alcoholic beverages that I will not be able to try, like California beers, but they also have some great menu options, so we'll definitely go ahead and try that throughout the day. The current Muppets Courtyard is actually going to become Grand Park, an urban square off Grand Avenue. Well, this is very exciting though. This is my very first time actually being at Hollywood Studios, not during the Christmas season. Last time I was here was during the Christmas season. I'll be using the special pass holder entrance to enter the park today, and they actually did get a new sign recently. Yay! Well, I am most certainly immersed in Hollywood right now, which is pretty awesome. We got the palm trees. It's looking good here.
That's a happy dog.
So I've been getting this question a lot, and I know a lot of other individuals who are also vloggers get this question. If you're on a Disney vacation, is it worth coming to Hollywood Studios? Like, which parks do you do, parks do you not do? Is it worth coming to Hollywood Studios right now, considering that most of the park is closed? I mean, you have a large area dedicated for Star Wars that's under construction currently at the time this video is being recorded. Then you have Toy Story Land that's under construction. Is it worth a one-day ticket? Right now, I'd argue no. I'd say I do Pandora, the World of Avatar, Animal Kingdom. I'd go over to Epcot, Magic Kingdom, and I'd wait on Hollywood Studios. If you have a park hopper ticket, most certainly come here. There's a lot to do. You can knock out the attractions here fairly quickly on, and then you can head over to another park. As the holiday season approaches, we're already seeing some special holiday decorations over here on Sunset Boulevard. Here on Sunset Boulevard, I'm definitely going to try to get on the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. And by the way, I did want to mention that since I already talked a little bit about some of the Christmas features here on Sunset Boulevard, I figured I'd also talk about what's to come as far as Tower of Terror. So, we saw some concept art released recently, and I'll put something on the screen right now of what the Tower of Terror is going to look like, or be like, on a night during Christmas time, during the holiday season. And so what they're going to do, as far as I know, is they're going to have some kind of projections and other effects. I definitely do not believe they're putting a facade around the structure. They're not doing any like structural work they're only doing some projections and basically, you know, telling a story. And so that should be very interesting. And Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam should also return as well. So there's definitely going to be, you know, a lot to explore here during Christmas. I gotta say, I really like the atmosphere here in the morning. It's like, it's nice and, it's not busy, but it's nice and relaxed, and the air is good. Well, I guess just because the weather today's nice. In the Legends of Hollywood store, they actually have some Star Wars merchandise, so we'll walk in and check some of it out. Here's the inside of the store. Like I said, a lot of Star Wars merchandise, so we have a lot of Star Wars shirts. Obviously, you have your lightsabers right here, multiple colors. You can get a set of Stormtroopers for your desktop. It's actually a photo frame. You can definitely get your Star Wars pins here, so definitely walk in this gift shop and check it out. There's a lot to choose from. Oh, check it out. It's like a BB-8 keychain here. This is awesome. They have like a drink cup, but it's a BB-8. This is really cool. Like, I think I might actually get this. This is awesome. In case you were wondering what the Disney's Hollywood Studios park map and guides look like, here's a view. Here on Sunset Boulevard, they have a billboard up for Paradise Pier. Now, I know it's been here for quite some time, but my question is, what in the world is going to happen to this billboard once Paradise Pier officially departs Disneyland? We know that they will be redeveloping the area into Pixar Pier, so could we see a new billboard here? Possibly. Check it out. I met up with my friend. Actually, you're probably wondering, like, why in the world are you going to Hollywood Studios, Brandon? You never go. Exactly. I'm actually here because my friend was like, yo, meet up with me. And so, yeah, this is Austin from Forgotten Disney World on Instagram, and we've been wanting to meet up for so long, like years. And then he said, I'm gonna be at the park to stay, and I said, I'm gonna make it out. I'm going to experience this is your favorite attraction, right?
Yeah, Tower of Terror is by far my favorite. It always will be.
Wow, that's crazy. And so tell me what you like about Tower of Terror, like what the best part of it is.
Honestly, the best part is it's a 23-year-old attraction, and it's still, like, it could have been just made.
Yeah.
It
hasn't aged, like it's yeah, definitely. And having been on Guardians of the Galaxy, like, I don't think I'm ever going to miss Tower of Terror. Like, Tower of Terror is awesome.
I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy is really cool and groundbreaking, but you can't beat the classic.
Definitely, yeah. So we're gonna actually, you want to ride Tower of Terror?
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, and I don't think the line's long, so I think we'll get like right on it, which is awesome. Oh, yeah. But yeah, like I said, I've been on Guardians of the Galaxy, but Tower of Terror here at Hollywood Studios, I don't know. We'll see if I like which one I like better. I have a feeling it might be like a close tie, but we'll see. Time for Twilight Zone, Tower of Terror. I like how the theming is it's so accurate here. I mean, you can tell that this is abandoned, and that this used to be a fountain, but now it's just kind of all deserted. Guys, this is very different than Guardians of the Galaxy. And having gone to California Adventure a bunch of times this summer and riding Guardians of the Galaxy, we would have the screen right here. We would have, whereas Cosmo would be like right here, all the animals, or all the Guardians of the Galaxy characters. You walk around, and then you'd actually enter, not the gantry lift here, but you'd go through the scanning area. You'd watch the pre-show, then you'd go over to the gantry lifts. But yeah, what do you think? Have you done Guardians?
I have not. I've never been to Disney.
So now I'm explaining how Guardians would be if you were to walk in these stores.
It's like this kind of.
Yeah, you go like straight down, and then they have the screen, and then yeah, it's pretty cool. And then they have like cages hanging from the ceiling. We're checking in, party of two. They got cobwebs up there, which how would they know if it's like real cobwebs or if it's fake? All right, time for the video.
A dimension of the mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You just crossed over into
the Twilight
Zone. Hollywood, 1939. Amid the glitz and the glitter of a bustling young movie town at the height of its golden age. Now, something is about to happen that will change all that. On an evening very much like the one we have just witnessed. Tonight's story on the Twilight Zone is somewhat unique and calls for a different kind of introduction. This, as you may recognize, is a maintenance service elevator, still in operation, waiting for you. We invite you, if you dare, to step aboard, because in tonight's episode, you are the star. And this elevator travels you directly to the Twilight Zone.
Look at that, walk on. Awesome. We're about to board our service elevator. Yeah, I'm scared too. Oh no.
One stormy night long ago, 5 people stepped through the door of an elevator and into a nightmare. That door is opening once again, and this time, it's opening for you. Welcome back to those of you who made it, and a friendly word of warning. Something you won't find in any guidebook. The next time you check into a deserted hotel on the dark side of Hollywood, make sure you know just what kind of vacancy you're filling, or you may find yourself a permanent resident of the Twilight Zone.
Check it out, we encountered the bellhop Stitch. And he has his name tag right there. That's awesome. So Austin just pointed out, and I did not actually know exactly where the location for the restaurant was supposed to be, but Austin pointed out that they were supposed to in fact have a restaurant here in, I guess, or near the gift shop, like the exit for the ride.
It was supposed to be a Tower of Terror themed restaurant. It was supposed to open with the ride in '94, but
wow,
it just never happened, and now it's just a big storage area.
Yeah, so it's just a plan.
There's a menu.
Yeah, there's like a...
It's not the actual menu.
Yeah, there's like a full menu here that you can actually look, and they have soups, looks like they have fish, entrees, some food from the grill, vegetables, salad. So this is just like kind of a hint, like you were saying, dessert. Wait, cigarettes, ew. Wait,
exactly.
What? No. See, this is so, but it's supposed to fit in with the older time.
Yeah, exactly. I think it would be really cool, but hold on.
That's crazy though. Yeah, so this was supposed to open up with a attraction, but it never did. Now we get to see all of the Tower of Terror merchandise, and there's a lot. Like they have the shirt here. Your room is ready. Whoa, they have Tower of Terror Jenga blocks.
I have that.
What?
I got that for my birthday last month.
That is awesome. I didn't.
$30, but it's worth every dollar.
Oh my gosh!
On the blocks, they like have sayings and stuff.
They have a Tower of Terror bathrobe right here. You got towels right here. There's a lot of different things, but yeah. So like Austin was saying, this is one of the best, or maybe the best, Disney gift shop, because there's tons of merchandise and it really fits the theme. Like this is supposed to be like a hotel, and they actually have merchandise that makes you remember it as a hotel.
You usually see gift shops with stuff not even related to the attraction a lot.
Yeah.
So it's really good that the Tower of Terror does a lot of things just for the ride.
As Austin just mentioned, good thing we got in line. The wait time is now 50 minutes, 50, for Tower of Terror. Check it out, it's the mayor of Hollywood.
Hey, how's it going?
So tell us a little bit about your campaign, free publicity.
Well, this is my champagne campaign.
Oh, okay.
I'm entirely drunk on power, and I tend to keep it that way.
Well, that's awesome.
As mayor of Hollywood, I have done amazing things for this town.
Sure.
Most of which I prefer not to share.
Well, that's okay.
Because being vague is easier.
That is true. I will.
It's specifics that everything seems to fall apart. And specifics I try to avoid.
Sure, I'll take that advice.
I'm glad.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Vote
All right.
for me. That's a 5-star resort. One star that died in that elevator.
Wow. You know, you make me want to stay there more.
You should, absolutely, but take the stairs.
Yeah, local business is always good business.
It is, thank you. He understands. I don't know what your problem is. Talk about abandoned, look at your t-shirt.
Pleasure Island. All right, thanks.
All right.
If you're ever here at the park and you want advice or anything, follow his Instagram, Forgotten Disney World. Austin knows every corner of Hollywood Studio. He knows everything about this park. Very, very knowledgeable. And so he told me a lot of things already that I'm like, wow, I didn't know that. So I don't know a lot about Hollywood Studios, but he knows a lot.
Yeah, it's my favorite park, even with all the changes. It's still my all-time favorite.
I actually recently saw Starring Rolls Cafe taken out. They still have the umbrellas here though, as you guys can see. Still have plenty of the umbrellas that they have not yet taken down. Here's one of the Hollywood Studios archways that you can walk under. We're about to actually head over to the Great Movie, or the former Great Movie ride near the Chinese Theater, and that's going to definitely be a sad moment for us. Is this legit? There's no stage.
You can even walk up there.
You can walk up. This is where the Sorcerer Mickey hat used to be. There is no stage. There's no temporary setups. Generally here at the park, you have a stage in front of the Chinese Theater, at least on my visits. The last few times I've been here, there's some kind of stage setup. But now we get a very nice view of the Chinese Theater right here by the former Great Movie ride. There used to be a sign right here. There also used to be a sign right over there. We're gonna get a closer look at what's to come and what will be replacing the Great Movie ride. The attraction that will be replacing the Great Movie ride is actually Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. That should be very interesting. Some are saying it might be screen-based. We're not entirely sure what the ride will be like as far as the technology is concerned, but I'm very excited that a Mickey and Minnie's attraction is coming. That's something that I'm okay with, but I'm going to definitely miss the Great Movie ride. They had a sign up here that said Great Movie ride, and then you just pointed out the wait time is 0. The wait time sign is still up there.
There's no way, let's go.
Yeah, and what do the doors say? We're imagining something new. Fast Pass sign is kind of covered up. So all of these signatures here and finger or handprints and footprints are all actually dated properly. So we have Minnie Mouse, who was actually here back in '89. That was before I was even alive. Were you alive then?
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I was that was before I was even alive. And so there are her handprints, footprints, and then we have the date, and same with Mickey Mouse right here. Here's a awesome photo op here next to the Chinese Theater, and you can get your photo here. And there's actually Mickey and Minnie's runaway car. So I guess that this might have some kind of correlation with the attraction, but we'll have to see. The old exit. Wow, it's all gone. And here's a sign right next to the Sci-Fi Dine-In restaurant. On the trash cans, they have a new logo for this area. It kind of features a city building, but turning around here is the new baseline TapHouse, and it looks like right now it's not very busy, but it's there's an inside and there's an outside. It's basically a bar at most with some California beer. They have some foods as well. Here's the inside, and I would imagine that they have most seating around the restaurant right here. I don't know if they have any seating right at the bar. They might. But yeah, as you guys can see, you got the pretzels machine, you have a lot of the beer fountains and the menus up there. I wanted to point out that this is what is left of Streets of America, and they updated it quite a bit, but it's now Grand Avenue, and so the windows still feature some convincing theming, and like I said, Grand Avenue right here. We'll explore obviously quite a lot more, but this is just part of it. Check it out, guys. This theming is very, very convincing, and I'm gonna do a zoom in here. Look at those sandwiches. They look awesome and they look very delicious. Same with the tacos. We got some croissants up there. And this is what you guys have probably been waiting for. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So we have a big sign right there, some concept art, and then some infrastructure rising. We definitely making a lot of progress. We have a bunch of cranes right here, many of them. And this is just one of the views that we get. And just to let you guys know, it does say here that it is opening in 2019. That is Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Many of the walls feature advertisements for some of these select attractions that are open here at Hollywood Studios, and one of them is Rock and Roller Coaster. Here's another ad. It's actually for Star Tours. We definitely plan on riding that today. In fact, we have a fast pass for it, but that is interesting, and so it should be nice to see Star Tours and Star Wars both in the same park. What do you guys think about that? That should be very interesting. But one more view of the streets, or old streets of America buildings, now Grand Avenue. We're now going to be entering Grand Park, and we'll show you everything here. Now this used to be the Muppets Courtyard. It's now renamed to Grand Park. You can now see by the sign here, Grand Park, no longer Muppets Courtyard. We have the new sign for Muppets. It's not looking bad. I like it. It's pretty nice. Here's a pretty decent view that we get of one of the structures rising. Here's an ad for the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, the ride that we actually rode earlier. Doing one more zoom in right here, and I'm very excited about Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. I think it's going to be a very, very big hit for the park, and it's definitely going to re-envision Disney's Hollywood Studios. Look who it is! Hello, Goofy! Hey! Hello. So they actually renamed One Man's Dream, and it is now Walt Disney Presents. They have some new things on display, so we're gonna check that out. It's the Magic Kingdom like entrance, so you're going down. Yeah, Second Magic Kingdom, and then you have the plaque right here. Here you leave today and enter the world of yesterday, tomorrow, and fantasy. Look, they have some new Disneyland photos up here. They have Gardens of the Galaxy, and even some information about California Adventure. California Screamin' right there. One of Disney's only, I believe the only Intamin coaster that they have. It's manufactured by Intamin. And then you also have the Mickey's Fun Wheel, also manufactured by Intamin. But yeah, Paradise Pier is going to be re-envisioned to Pixar Pier for summer 2018. And this was all announced at the D23 Disney Expo. They updated most of the Florida projects, so we even have Pandora, we got Frozen, we have Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, we even have Expedition Everest. This is awesome. So since Toy Story Land is now coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios, we have an entire display, and I cannot wait to show you guys everything, including the Slinky Dog coaster, and we'll even try to get some shots of the Slinky Dog coaster's construction today. I know that the track has all been completed. They are doing some test runs on the track, so maybe we'll see some test runs today, possibly, but wow, there's so much to cover here. We have some information about Toy Story Land, and it's all based off Andy's backyard, and so the guests are shrunk to the size of their favorite toys, such as Buzz Lightyear, Woody, and Jessie, and the rest of the Toy Story gang. As you guys can see, we're gonna have 2 new rides. They're going to be Slinky Dog Dash, that's the Slinky Dog coaster, and then also we have a kind of flat ride attraction, and it is going to be called Alien Swirling Saucers. We have the Slinky Dog Dash ride vehicle right here. Check that out. That is awesome. Now, again, we already have seen some of the trains on the track. We've also seen some testing, and I cannot wait to ride the attraction. On the wall, we have some concept art, obviously, for Toy Story Land. And then, yeah, it's gonna be an awesome coaster. Some of the toys are on display, such as Jessie. We have Rex the dinosaur on the other side. I don't know if I covered this, but you have Buzz Lightyear, Woody, and then you also have one of the aliens that is internally grateful. This will be the entrance, so because of the fact that we have the model here on display, we can now kind of visualize. So we're actually like right here, and if we were to walk out of the building, the entrance would be right here. This is all Toy Story Midway Mania, and then check it out. So we have Toy Story Land. They actually, like I said, are going to have 2 attractions, and it occupies a pretty large amount of space. Obviously, you have the Slinky Dog coaster, which I am very excited about, and I really like the theming for the Slinky Dog coaster, and the fact that you are, you know, in Andy's backyard. It's kind of all put together by Andy, and if we look over by the main entrance, you guys can see that we have some coaster track just kind of out of a box. So it really gives you that feel that this was actually built out of a plate, a plate kit. It appears that they can actually operate multiple trains on the track course at once. So they probably have block brakes of some sort, so they can, slow certain trains down if they need to. From my understanding, they're going to have like several launches, and this is going to be a very enjoyable family attraction. Definitely marketed for families and the children, but I'm very excited about it. It's definitely going to add a needed outdoor thrill attraction to Hollywood Studios. And it will be the second roller coaster for Hollywood Studios. We know that Guardians of the Galaxy at Epcot, or coming to Epcot, will be a roller coaster. So all 4 Disney parks will now have roller coasters. This entire area is going away, so no more Pixar Place. The entrance will now be on the other side, and it's all going to be under Toy Story Land, which I kind of like. I'll kind of miss that Pixar Place theming. So the entrance for the Toy Story coaster, the Slinky Dog coaster, looks incredible. I really like the theming all around, like I said. There's just so much to see in this model. This is the ride vehicle right here for the second attraction, and I didn't mention a whole lot about the alien swirling saucers. Over here by the Toy Story display, I wanted to turn around and show you guys the meet and greet for Groot is right here. You have the Guardians of the Galaxy area, so you enter through there, and it's fairly new. It actually opened up I guess in the spring of last year, so I haven't really actually experienced it yet, but maybe later on. So I wanted to also show you guys the display for Star Wars Galaxy Edge, and we have a gigantic model here, and I definitely believe that this is going to blow us away. Could it be better than Pandora? Very possibly. Here's another perspective of the display, looking good. This is the exit area for the Groot meet and greet, and it's actually a very small Groot. And not too long, they're actually going to be doing previews for Coco. It's about a 15-minute preview, and you can actually watch it here at the Walt Disney Theater. And I also wanted to point out that they're about to have Coco merchandise on the other side. This is the only thing I did not cover so far. It's the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad. We have some concept art right here, some renderings, very, very nice. And I believe we have a ride vehicle, or what looks to be a ride vehicle right there. Some of the scenes that you will experience on the attractions. So to my best guess, it has to be screen-based of some sort. We have concept art actually here on the wall. Now I did show you the model, but I also wanted to show you guys the concept art. And then we have the characters here on the work walls, and that's a nice added, touch. The park didn't have to do that, but they went ahead and did that, and I really, thank them for doing that. Very, very cool. So during Hurricane Irma, Austin just reminded me they had most of the scrims off. Now, I don't know if they put all of it back, because over here there's like an opening, so that could be a possibility. Here is the sign for Pixar Studios, and if you walk in Pixar Pier, so in the future, all of this will become backstage, Austin is saying, and then we'll enter in through here, and the entrance will be on the other side. So the other side of the building will feature the entrance for Toy Story Midway Mania. The wait time for Toy Story Midway Mania is 95 minutes. Now, you might be wondering, why is it that long? They did add that second or third track. We're not entirely sure. I'm thinking a second track. Yeah, because they had one in the beginning. Well, the line's so long because there aren't that many things here to do at the park now, so a lot of people are coming over to this attraction. But maybe when we, start to see more attractions such as the Slinky Dog coaster, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway train, in addition to the Star Wars attractions, we might see the line for this start to die down, but we'll just have to wait and see. The line for Toy Story Midway Mania extends all the way out to Cruz Ramirez meet and greet. I did see Cruz Ramirez while I was at Disneyland in Radiator Springs. I'm gonna see her again. That's a real green army guy. It just looks like he's stationary, but we're walking up to him. Looks like they were at one point lifting something up, and now they're relocating a support of some sort. That is, of course, for Star Wars Galaxy Edge. When we covered it earlier, we were actually all the way over there, covering it from a different area, from Grand Avenue. All right, we have a question. Are you excited about what's behind the wall?
Of course I am, son. That's a ridiculous question.
Are you excited about what's to come?
What is to come?
Star Wars Galaxy Edge in 2019.
Really? You have that date for sure?
Give or take
You're
a
in
few
charge?
give or take a few days.
You don't know, son. Move along.
All right, thank you.
Excuse me. Are you my commanding officer?
It depends.
No, you're not. You're not even green, son. Move along.
All right, we're now going to get a photo with Cruz Ramirez. We're about to do Rock and Roller Coaster, and I love roller coasters, so we know this is going to be a fun attraction.
Rock and roller coasters, they have a single rider. This is the only ride in the park with a single rider, so that's also an option.
True,
Reduce
yeah.
wait time.
Definitely, and most of the time the single rider is open, so you shouldn't have any issue with the single rider. But time for Rock and Roller Coaster. So Austin just pointed out there's 120 minutes for this, a 2-hour wait. That is insane. I was gonna say, good thing we got fast passes, but the fast pass queue actually extends all the way out here. That's crazy. They have the Sunset Showcase right here. At one point, I mean, this is like a dance party building. At one point, they actually had a Club Mickey kind of dance party in here. I'm not sure if they're still doing that. That might be old, but you know, this area is nice and developed, and I thought it was all backstage. Mickey to Mickey, yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. We can't leave these people here like this.
We can't?
No. Come on, you know how we feel about our fans.
Yeah,
that's right.
Well, guys, what do you expect me to do? Send them all with you?
Yeah.
How about some backstage passes?
Wait a minute. I love that idea. How about some backstage passes?
Oh.
Yeah. Come on. Make it happen. Give us some.
Okay, I'll make it happen. No. In fact, make it a super stretch. Right. Okay, folks. Look, the show is all the way across.
The construction never finishes. You were just saying
one construction at Hollywood that's actually good.
yeah, the construction. Yeah, the construction that's actually good. Not even real. But yeah, so as you guys can see over here, we got the safety video brand new. Alrighty guys, we're about to ride. First time riding in quite some time. Here's our super stretch.
Every time I get so nervous.
Hottest show in town, the Aerosmith concert. Seems like everyone in LA is headed to the show, so if you're stuck out there on the freeway, just keep it right here on LA's classic rock station.
Oh my gosh, I'm terrified.
I probably shouldn't have eaten right before I got on.
Yeah.
Are we doing the straight face?
I think, yeah. Okay, we're doing straight faces.
Oh, I can't.
Straight faces. Come on. We're about to go. Take alternative route, okay? Traffic jam not. Face forward. Straight face. Straight face. Awesome ride.
Welcome back, VIP.
There's the exit area once again. So we tried the straight face. We'll see how the photo turned out. This is the exit area. I really like the theming around here with the lights. Oh, due to high reservations.
Well, guess what?
So
Reservations fast pass.
I have fast pass. I need to get in. So it looks like standby is now closed off. It says keep out. So it must have gotten so long that they're only doing fast passes right now to keep the fast passes going through. Check it out. We have an empty queue right here, but turning around, I actually just saw they have an empty elevator shaft that they're testing right here. Alright, we're boarding.
5, top right. Row 4.
It's your very own episode of The Twilight Zone. Friendly word of warning. Something you won't find in any guidebook. The next time you check into a deserted hotel on the dark side of Hollywood, make sure you know just what kind of vacancy you're filling, or you may find yourself a permanent resident of the Twilight Zone.
So the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror is now officially closed, and as you guys can see, there's no wait time displayed, at least for standby. But yeah, so they're probably going to get it back up and running soon, and the wait time will then be short again. Right now, Echo Lake is actually drained, and they do have a sign here by the Frozen musical, and it actually says, "Please pardon our appearance. This area is being refurbished for your future enjoyment." And so what I'm going to do is come around here, and as you guys can see, they are doing some exterior work on the boat right here, the ship, and they have some scaffolding up. And then moving around, yeah, so Lake Echo is no longer a lake. Check it out, we get to see all of the exposed pipes, and very cool. And then we also get to see what the ship looks like with exterior scaffolding all around it. And one more view of Lake Echo when it's drained. We have a few cranes over there, and they are currently, looks like, all the way up. We are now checking out the Backlot Express restaurant, and I've actually never had it before, so we're gonna see what they have. So here inside the restaurant, they actually have some old tributes, some old props to Streets of America, and you know, additionally some movie props. But yeah, there's a lot in here, to be completely honest, and it looks pretty cool. Looks like they have a Six Flags ad right there.
Think Vader never caught someone in a ball gown. Stand right here.